Over 60s must eat 4 vegetables and should never eat 4. The idea that all vegetables are healthy is harmful. Startling new research shows that 99% of seniors are unaware that certain veggies silently boost blood sugar, promote joint inflammation, and increase death by 83%. In this video, we'll list the 4 veggies you must eat and the 4 you should never touch by risk or life-saving potential. Worse, one study found that the most hazardous vegetable in your kitchen may increase heart failure risk by 91%. However, the right ones can reduce inflammation, boost memory, and extend life by 12 years. Leave a remark with your city of viewing before we begin. Here are the helpful vegetables, from least to most potent. Fourth, purple cabbage, however common, has a unique effect on the body. One of the most underrated anti-inflammatory medications for seniors. Rich purple color comes from anthocyanins. These antioxidant compounds are natural. They absorb free radicals, which damage cells and accelerate aging in your bloodstream. Inflammation is especially affected by anthocyanins. A 2020 American Journal of Clinical Nutrition study found that seniors who ate more anthocyanin-rich veggies like purple cabbage had a 24% decreased risk of heart disease. It's not only your heart. Purple cabbage is stomach-friendly. Its natural prebiotics and fiber feed your gut microorganisms. After 60, gut health becomes a serious issue since it affects the immune system. Healthy guts have less bloating, fewer illnesses, and better food vitamin absorption. Your body becomes better at using food at this age. That's significant. Purple cabbage tastes best raw or lightly cooked. Overcooking degrades anthocyanins. To maximize its advantages, shred it into salads or add it to coleslaw with olive oil and apple cider vinegar. That combo boosts nutrient absorption and tastes great. A few minutes of stir-frying keeps cooked foods strong. Add turmeric or garlic for further anti-inflammatory properties. Purple cabbage is cheap, plentiful, and holds up for weeks in the fridge. If you have blood pressure, joint pain, or poor digestion, it's a wonderful value. Though modest, it works effectively inside, where it matters most. Third, due of its slimy texture when cooked, okra is often ignored. After 60, this green pod may be just what your body needs. Elders benefit from okra's blood sugar effect. Mucilage is okra's soluble fibers. This gel-like substance reduces stomach sugar absorption. This is important since insulin sensitivity decreases with aging. Insulin also removes blood sugar from cells. When that mechanism fails, sugar builds up in your blood, damaging blood vessels and increasing your risk of heart attacks, strokes, and kidney failure. However, okra changes that. A 2021 Food Science and Nutrition study found that eating okra daily for 8 weeks reduced fasting blood sugar by 20%. This improvement is usually achieved without side effects with prescription drugs. Okra also contains antioxidant flavonoids and quercetin, which reduce brain oxidative stress. That benefits seniors with early cognitive decline, memory loss, or brain fog. Okra is rich in vitamin K, which helps bones and blood clotting. Seniors at risk for fractures or falls benefit quickly from this vitamin. Okra is high in folate, which helps produce red blood cells and energy for healthy aging. Okra tastes best when cooked quickly and with little oil. Softly simmering or adding it to soups and stews reduces its slimy texture while keeping its nutrients. To reduce stickiness, marinate it in vinegar for 30 minutes before cooking. You can also roast okra. Slice it, season with salt and olive oil, and roast on high until crisp. Blood sugar, fiber, and antioxidant advantages are combined. Okra may not be your favorite vegetable, but it's worth eating since it improves heart health, blood sugar, and brain clarity. This vegetable enhances your body's strength, stability, and balance as you age. Second place, Beetroot is a lively root and one of the best natural blood vessel dilation therapies. After 60, that matters more. Our arterial walls stiffen with age. This raises blood pressure and strains the heart by restricting blood flow. Beetroot is rich in natural nitrates. These molecules are converted into nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels like a muscle. It speeds up their growth, improves blood flow, and reduces cardiac stress. A 2019 hypertension research clinical experiment found that seniors' systolic blood pressure dropped 11 points after drinking beetroot juice daily for 4 weeks. Brain health improves with better circulation. Brain blood flow is needed for alertness, attention, and responsiveness. Beetroot delivers. A 2017 Journals of Gerontology study found that elderly people who ate beetroot before working out had more blood flow to the frontal lobe, which controls memory and judgment. Beetroot helps your mind and heart. Beets are rich in betalains, antioxidants that fight cellular inflammation. This is great for arthritis, joint pain, and other chronic pain. Manganese and folate enhance energy metabolism and red blood cell production. That's critical as energy slumps become more regular around 60. Bake beets till tender for best results. This maintains nourishment and accentuates their flavor. You can also add them to smoothies with apple and ginger for a powerful health drink. Sugar-free, 100% pure beet juice works too. In a hurry, pre-cooked, vacuum-sealed beets are great. Simply chop and eat. First place. Kale goes beyond being a superfood. It's the most significant vegetable elders should eat regularly. Kale's power comes from supporting numerous systems at once. Start with its lutein and zeaxanthin content. Natural pigments called carotenoids protect the brain and eyes. After 60, macular degeneration and cognitive decline develop substantially. Kale slows both. After eating more lutein and zeaxanthin, seniors' cognitive decline slowed by 32%, according to a 2020 neurology study. You'll gain independence, attention, and memory as you age. Kale boosts your heart, too. High potassium levels lower blood pressure and balance sodium intake. Magnesium regulates heartbeat and reduces irregular beats. Seniors often lack magnesium. Due to its high vitamin K content, kale promotes strong bones and prevents artery calcification, which increases the risk of heart attack. 1 cup of kale delivers 600% of your vitamin K needs. Kale also contains anti-inflammatory glucosinolates and camphorol. These reach deep into cells to prevent chronic inflammation, which causes diabetes, heart disease, and joint pain. A 2018 Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience study found that regular kale consumption increased neuronal activity in aging brains, notably in memory and sensory processing regions. Avoid eating too much raw kale to maximize its benefits. If you have thyroid issues, raw kale compounds may impair thyroid function. This is fixed by light cooking. Sautéing it in olive oil with garlic for 3 to 5 minutes preserves nutrients and eliminates risk. Add it to soups or simmer it for a smoother texture. Make your own kale chips for snacking. Rip the leaves, coat them with olive oil, season them with sea salt, and bake them at a low temperature until crisp. Kale is cheap, plentiful, and refrigerator-friendly. The body knows how to absorb it, unlike many powders or supplements. Kale is the most important vegetable for heart, brain, and body health. Change this one food this week if possible. After learning about the 4 veggies that can keep you strong after 60, protect your brain, and mend your heart, it's time to hear the opposing side. These following 4 vegetables surreptitiously ruin blood sugar, inflame joints, and damage organs when eaten. Let's look at the 4 vegetables you should never touch, from least to most hazardous. 4th, corn is in canned soups and summer barbecues, so it may seem harmless. Most people don't realize how dangerous corn becomes beyond 60. not because of fiber or flavor, because of its blood sugar effects. Corn elevates blood sugar faster than sweet cereals due to its high glycemic index. As blood sugar rises, insulin is released. Cells become stronger with time. This causes older people to unwittingly develop prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. A 2020 diabetes care study found that older adults who regularly ate high glycemic meals like corn had a 46% higher risk of insulin resistance and cardiovascular disease. Corn doesn't deliver sustained energy like whole grains or lentils, a quick burst before the crash. That roller coaster impact strains your heart and disrupts hormonal equilibrium. Portion control is necessary for occasional maize eaters. It shouldn't be your main course. It can be replaced with low glycemic foods like zucchini or cauliflower for stable energy and blood sugar. Avoid sweet corn, creamed corn, and canned corn with added sweeteners, which have been specially formulated for more sugar. Non-toxic corn. Elders are silently disrupted by it. It's easy to ignore due to its prevalence. However, it causes weight gain, heart strain, and unstable blood sugar over time. If you drink it often, reduce back and try something healthier. Third, people think of potatoes as comfort food. However, they can pose a hidden health risk to seniors. These heavy, starchy foods elevate blood sugar soon after meals due to their high glycemic index. Spikes raise and lower insulin. This roller coaster effect wears down your pancreas, lowers insulin sensitivity, and causes organ fat. A 2016 BMJ study of over 70 individuals found that eating potatoes 4 or more times a week increased the risk of high blood pressure, a major issue beyond 60, by 30%. In addition, potatoes lack the protective compounds seen in brighter vegetables. Most people don't eat the peel, therefore they don't provide much fiber. Additionally, they are often cooked in the worst way: salt-soaked, fried, or butter-mashed. This makes bland starch a cardiovascular danger. Fried potatoes promote artery inflammation due to acrylamides, a hazardous byproduct of high-heat frying. Cheese and salt raise sodium levels, straining the kidneys and blood vessels of the elderly. Even when boiled, potatoes release glucose quickly, which might cause harmful increases if you're exhausted, overweight, or metabolically sluggish. Seniors who eat potatoes often feel tired. Because high carbohydrate loads tax the body's energy system, they can develop insulin resistance, nerve damage, and heart disease or type 2 diabetes if done daily. If you like potatoes, eat them sometimes rather than regularly. Sometimes use sweet potatoes, which have more fiber, antioxidants, and a lower glycemic index. Roast with cinnamon and olive oil instead of frying or mashing. Over 60s shouldn't eat plain white potatoes as a side, especially fried or processed ones. They're familiar, affordable, and satisfying, but they cause inflammation, high blood pressure, and blood sugar instability, which seniors should avoid. After 60, every bite matters, and potatoes are riskier than good. To avoid missing similar videos, please hit the bell button, subscribe, and like the video if you enjoy it. Second place. Elders should be wary of eggplant's hidden health risks, despite its low calorie count. Alkaloids are the main issue. These substances are part of the plant's natural defense, but sensitive persons, especially the elderly, can experience digestive tract, muscle, and joint inflammation. In large or frequent amounts, eggplant alkaloids like solanine and nasanine cause oxidative stress and disrupt neural connectivity, according to a 2021 Frontiers in Pharmacology study. Eggplant may worsen symptoms for elderly people with arthritis, tight muscles, or nerve pain. Many elderly people feel fatigued or have joint pain after eating eggplant-based foods, especially grilled or fried ones. Even worse, eggplant absorbs a lot of oil when cooked, and heat, oil, and alkaloids create an inflammatory environment. Slowly developing inflammation affects circulation and elevates blood pressure. Eggplant contains kidney stone-causing oxalates. Kidney function naturally declines beyond 60. Oxalates can cause painful and dangerous calcium oxalate stones. A 2019 Neurology Annals study found that high oxalate vegetable diets greatly increased kidney stones in older people with impaired kidney efficiency. Some older individuals don't like eggplant's texture, especially undercooked or peel-on. This can induce bloating, gas, or gut discomfort in sensitive stomachs or GERD patients. For consumption, cut eggplant into small pieces and cook it thoroughly. Remove the peel and soak slices in salt water to reduce bitterness and remove some problematic ingredients. Even when cooked properly, eggplant should be avoided by senior persons with kidney, digestive, or inflammatory disorders. Antioxidant-rich options are accessible without the inconvenience. Even though eggplant seems pretty, it can do more harm than good after 60. First place. Canned tomatoes aren't the problem. Fresh tomatoes are useful. The elderly are most at risk from canned tomatoes. They seem affordable and great for stews, sauces, and soups. Most people over 60 don't realize that canned tomatoes are a dangerous mix of acidic food and metal, laced with chemicals that can hurt your heart, hormones, and brain. It works like this. The inside of cans is coated with bisphenol A, BPA. It preserves metal and prevents rust. Since BPA is an endocrine disruptor, it affects hormones, notably estrogen and testosterone. BPA disrupts your hormone balance, which decreases with age and increases your risk of weight gain, tiredness, mood disorders, and heart arrhythmias. A 2020 environmental study found that people with high BPA blood levels were 91% more likely to suffer heart disease. The acidity of tomatoes makes this worse. That acid breaks down the can's BPA liner, letting it leak into the tomatoes. In addition to lycopene and vitamin C, canned tomatoes contain a chemical linked to hormone imbalance, heart failure, and cancer. Seniors are vulnerable because their livers process poisons less effectively. Thus, BPA accumulates faster and causes more damage faster. Salty canned tomatoes are also common. 1 cup of canned tomato sauce has almost 500 milligrams of salt. Tomatoes in casseroles, stews, and pasta quickly reach 25% of the daily recommended amount. Too much sodium stiffens arteries, strains kidneys, and raises blood pressure. If you have hypertension or take heart medication, salt overload might be dangerous. The answer is simple, yet vital. Use glass-jarred tomato sauces or make your own using fresh tomatoes. If you must use canned items, choose BPA-free ones. However, even those may be harmful. Rinse tomatoes before using to reduce sodium. Roasting fresh tomatoes with garlic and olive oil gives them flavor without the carcinogens. You get heart protection, lycopene, and no hormonal chaos. Canned tomatoes are a slow-acting chemical trap that can induce hormone abnormalities, hypertension, and internal aging in seniors. Today, it's the easiest approach to fix a common senior diet mistake. Every meal after 60 strengthens or weakens you. You know the truth now. Not all vegetables are safe. Some nourish the heart, brain, and energy. Others can raise your blood pressure, sugar, and age you without your knowledge. The last minute. Decent ones. They protect, they decrease inflammation, they naturally boost cognition and hormone balance. Negative ones. While appearing healthy, they impair your intestines, kidneys, and strength. You may reclaim control now that you know the truth. Today, which vegetable astonished you most? Share in the comments. Click subscribe now for additional science-based nutritional suggestions for being independent, strong, and intellectual in your 70s and beyond. Do not overestimate your body. Please do it right, together. Leave a comment if you have questions or want to share your experiences. Thanks for watching.